Alright, morena, atamari, kia ora, g'day, welcome back. This morning I just set the timer on my phone for 1 hour, or 1 hour 10 seconds, just to give me a few seconds to hit start or hit record on the camera, then go put the phone down. And just moved for an hour, moved pretty consistently, steadily for 60 minutes, and managed to complete 1,354 step-ups of these. So the first, I think I got through the first 700 step-ups, and it was just under 30 minutes gone. And then I started thinking, oh, maybe I'll get to 1,400, but wasn't to be. Clearly I slowed down a bit for that second half, but still happy to get through 1,354 just in the hour time frame. I did have a thought of just going till I got 1,400, but I thought, nah, that's alright. So 1,354 in 60 minutes gives me something to try to work on and try to beat next time. Obviously I've sped this up. This is just at 2 times speed. I did record the whole thing this time. I thought I might as well one off, but it does take ages then for the editing and the exporting and the uploading, so yeah, that's usually why I don't often film the whole session of these types of ones. So I think yesterday morning I did 700 step-ups, just normal straight up and down. I didn't bother filming that the whole time, even though I probably could have, because it ended up taking around about 27 minutes. It's probably a bit less than that, so I probably could have, but yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, decided to film all of these 2 times speed. 1,354 step-ups is what I completed, and it was a good way to get the blood pumping and flowing through the system this morning. I was definitely hot and sweaty after this. I didn't do any slant board squats this morning, although I am going to be doing some again throughout the day and then later on today. So knee is feeling awesome. I'm really grateful for that, but still going to take it slow and try to make sure, because it's not completely pain-free yet. So my right knee is completely 100%. There's no pain in any range of motion with my right leg, but my left leg has still got some pain, even when I'm going down as deep as I have been in the squat on the slant board. But it's not that pain that's like screaming saying stop, don't go any further. It's just tightness that doesn't feel normal, because I don't have any tightness in my right knee. So been comfortable enough to work and try and push to that point where it's just extra tight, but it's not causing any major pain. And I'll keep working through that, and hopefully I see some progress with that. And then hopefully by the end of this month, or maybe possibly before the end of this month, if not, and if it goes into next month, that's fine, but hopefully I'll then be able to start incorporating some plyometrics type stuff, just some light basic plyometric stuff, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and just see how the knee responds to that, probably for at least 2 to 4 weeks. And then if all is well, then I'll start reintroducing some running and stuff again. So people have been asking, looking at the training and going, oh, the knee looks like it's going well. Yeah, it is, but it's still, I know it's not fully pain-free, and there's still some pain in behind the knee and stuff as well with certain movements. So I just really want to try to clean that up and get that sorted out before I start doing the impacting and the running and stuff again. So I just don't want to be set back for too long again with another injury, just because I feel like I can run now, but I know I might pull up lame the next day and then have to take a few weeks or maybe even a few months off the running. So anyway, it is what it is, but I'm enjoying the process. I'm still getting some work in. Other than that, that's about it, man. If you made it this far, and or if you're speed watching or speeding it up on your end whilst you watch this boring repetitive movement, appreciate you, eh? Oh, that was the other thing. So I'll probably do a Q&A on this anyway, but I'll just mention this now. I don't, and I think I mentioned this when I was talking about the generic essay selection program that I put up, and I think I've spoken about this in those Q&As. I think people think that I look forward to, and that I'm excited and always driven to get up and train. For the most part, just like at selection, most of the time I'm not super excited to get up and train. I wouldn't even say I'm excited to get up and train. That's the majority of the time. I enjoy, and I do enjoy how I feel at the end of training, but at the start, and even to a degree, so when I say at the start, I mean getting up and getting ready to train, and then once I begin, and even to a degree during it, I'm still like not stoked that I'm doing it. I'm doing it because of what I get out of it as a result. You know, people talk about how do you build mental resiliency. Well, set your timer for an hour and just do step ups onto a 45 centimeter box like this, or just straight up and down, and tell me you don't feel like stopping when you're 15, 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes into it. I have those same thoughts, thinking, bloody hell, this is so boring, I can just stop now. Nobody will know, and that's right, nobody's up, nobody does know. But I've planted in my head what I wanted to do, and I didn't really want to do it. And it's a small win for me when I'm able to push in this case and just keep moving for the 60 minutes that I had planned and that I wanted to do. It's just body weight, but it still catches up pretty quick, at least for me anyway, and my body started heating up, legs started burning, and that's why I didn't do any slant board squats at the end of this session. I was like, my quads and my glutes feel cooked, so I'm just gonna sit on this mat and relax before I go inside and have a shower up, and then stretch, and then get ready and get into my work for the day. The girls are up, they've got they get themselves ready before then. They've got seminary, and my wife will be up, and she does her workout typically inside, indoors. So I think that's about it. I'll do a Q&A based on some of that stuff that I just spoke about, and a couple other things that will come through. Maybe not today, but I'll try and get it done as soon as I can anyway. Again, hey, if you made it this far, thank you very much for your time and for your support. As always, man, the message is the same. Anybody going through any dark times, challenges, difficulties, heartache, just keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, put one foot in front of the other, take one day at a time. Know that the sun will shine again, and that better days are ahead, and those better days are coming for you. So just stick at it. As always, go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins and who cares wins. And until the next video, there's a big mana wave coming from me to you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.